Well, hello and welcome to Bowtie Life on YouTube. I'm Bowtie David, and today we're going to fulfill a promise that I made 19 months ago back in June of 2022. Hey, please subscribe so you don't miss the progress on what we're about to do here, and like this video. Hi, I'm Bowtie Dave. So yes, 19 months ago, this month, we saw this area covered with a blue cloth to start killing back the weeds, and it has been a very long time since I first mentioned that in this area I would like to plant a loquat hedge. Now, these here are my loquat trees. I grew them from seeds from a friend that has two nice beautiful loquat trees in front of their house. And I tried them for the first time. We made some jelly out of the loquats. It was really pretty good. I enjoyed it. I like to think of them more as a tiny peach. They're Asian plum, and they have a real peachy taste to them. Delicious, so delicious. In fact, we got so excited first time we tried these, I couldn't even peel myself away from the tree for a while because I was just sitting there eating them right off the tree. So anyway, I collected seeds and I planted these 6 trees. I think I may have planted 10 and 6 of them survived. On my second planting, I actually planted about 10 and 10 of them survived, or 9 of them survived, sorry. This is the place though that 19 months ago, I can't believe, I had to go back and look, June of 2022, I said, so this is the area I want to put in a loquat hedge. And I know most people don't even know what a loquat hedge is, but we have an airplane flying over. That's a regular plane, not the demo. We have a crew of World War II flying aces that go put on shows. That was not one of them at our local airport here. Anyway, so over there, I have a lemon tree in the ground that I would like to see live, and over here I got a stump in the very, very corner of the property. And between these two, I want to plant 6 of these loquat trees. Now, if you've grown a loquat tree, you know they can get pretty big. In fact, the ones I picked these from were probably about 20 feet tall, maybe a little higher, but they're about 20 feet tall, full grown, beautiful broad things, and they can grow big. And so I heard Kevin Espiritu over at Epic Gardening, good grief, Epic Gardening, he's out in San Diego. They have, in fact, they're the owners of Botanical Interest, the seed company, recently, last year. This is 2024, I think they bought it last year, but anyway, so he said, you know, you could make a hedge out of just about anything. He's actually making these citrus hedges, and I thought that was kind of cool, but I had just eaten loquats and I was just so enamored with them. And when he said, you might even be able to do it with a loquat. And I thought, ooh, loquat, I know what that is. I have some. I had some seeds at that time, and I thought, you know what? I thought long and hard, 12 and a half seconds. Said, you know what? I'm making a loquat hedge. I planted those seeds, and here we are over a year and a half later. It is January. This morning was 31 degrees out here, and in fact, just a few days ago we had our coldest at 21 degrees, and we're supposed to have another cold morning tomorrow, which is Sunday, January 21st. So today is the 20th, and I figured now is supposed to be the good time to plant trees when they're as close to dormant as they can be, though you can tell these don't go dormant. So I don't know if that really matters. So I'm going to say it doesn't probably, but I don't know trees very well. I am learning, folks, which is why I'm recording this journal. This is a journal to myself to remind me what I did and maybe what I did wrong. Anyway, so what I want to do here is we're going to plant these loquat trees in rather close intervals across the back of my property here. And there's a fence to my neighbor back here. He's a gardener also. In fact, his kids come pick my fruit sometime. But I want to take up this last 6 or so feet with this hedge and plant these loquats right along this line and eventually keep them short. I say short, maybe no more than 8 feet tall. You don't want to trim up branches. You want this thing branching out low so it'll grow and fill in the hedge. So we're going to be treating these a little differently than you might a, traditional tree with a trunk and then branches. We want to keep these branches low. So I'm going to try to train this thing over the next year and see if we can get these things to do what I want them to do. We'll just have to see. It's all an experiment here. Here's the cool thing. If they don't work, I could pull them out and try something different. So it is plants, and I grew these things for free. And you can tell some of these are pretty tall trees. So these things are, I think they're aching to get in the ground. So let's clear a space for them. So I do want these to be a hedge, so they are put kind of close together. But after I started spacing them out in here, I only ended up with 5 in the row. So I think 6 in the row might have been a little close. I'm only a handyman, so I'm not qualified to carry a tape measure to get them perfect. We will have to, well, and I'm sitting here looking at it thinking, maybe I should go ahead with the 6 and scooch them a little closer together. That one in the back there is really close to that stump. I'm gonna have to see if that's gonna cause a problem or not. I'm a little concerned about that, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with that one on the end. I do have them arranged, the tallest one over there down to the shortest of the 5, and I do have an even shorter one back behind here that I am debating on whether I should put in or not. I really don't think I should. So a little bit about the alignment of this hedge. It is looking directly north, so it's north to south, and we have the east sun on this side, the western sun on this side. In the summer, these things, which can handle our sun, these things will get some pretty heavy-duty sun, which makes them grow strong. So they should have good green over the whole thing, over the top and over this front and back of this hedge, so they'll look good. So as for planting trees like this in the soil, there's a couple of schools of thought. Number one, you dig the hole, you put in all kinds of fertilizer and feed, try to get those roots away from that root ball. The other school of thought is throw it in the ground. If it survives, it survives. And if you watch many of my videos, you know I'm the latter. I'm going to throw this in the ground. If it survives, it survives. The great thing is I do believe it likes drainage. Our soil down here, in fact, if I lift this thing out of here, you can see there's a lot of sand down there. That's all it is down there. From just not too far in here, it's all sand below here. So I will be planting this in that spot. Also, I'm going to want to encourage these things to branch out. And see, this has started branching up here at about the 3-foot mark. I really want it to start branching lower, so I'll end up topping this. So I'm looking, you can see here, there's the stump right there. Right there. This is north to south. I want this thing to branch out toward the fence and toward the house and backwards, because there's another loquat tree going right here. I don't really care too much about this side. So I'm going to study this briefly and look here and see, look, here's a branch. This is going to be a branch. If I were to top this right here, it'll send the hormones back to this little thing, and it's going to start growing a branch here toward the house. There's one right here that goes directly toward the fence, a little bit over, and then this one goes backwards. These are the 3 directions I would love for it to go. I could trim this one off if I need to, but these 2 down here, same thing. So I want to make sure that when I top, and I'm going to end up topping it right about here, so that it keeps this branch, and this branch, hopefully. I don't know anything about these. Do you? Tell me in the comments if you do. But I'm going to try to keep 3 branches here to start, going in different directions. Maybe it'll start growing something down below. That'd be a dream. It looks like something has started to try to grow maybe right there. I can't tell. I'd love for that to go out, and it's going right to kind of toward the fence. So basically I want to try to keep this thing growing in this in low and in this area. I don't mind if there's a gap of a couple feet below from the ground to the first branch, because I do like a little airspace under there. But from a foot or two up to maybe 8 feet, I want this thing to be a hedge, branchy hedge. Now, I do have a fig tree right here. I have a feeling it's going to affect the shape of the fig tree and the shape of the new loquat. But there is a little bit of a gap right here in the fig tree, so I'm kind of hoping to fill that with this hedge. Sure my alignment is about right. There we go. So there we go. 19 months ago promised, and the hedge is finally in. Now it's going to be cold in the morning, so I'm not even going to water these in today. I'll water them in tomorrow. The second one I did down to the end, from down the end, I did encounter the irrigation, which doesn't surprise me a whole lot. It does tell me where I think a line goes. Diagonally across here. I don't know where it goes from there, but I think there's a, anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah, so another thing I'm gonna do is I'll be topping these after the cold. Cool thing is, this next week we're getting hot. So, and I mean 70 something degrees hot. So these things will start taking off here this week and within the week. So I'm excited about that. One final thing, this one here, the one closest to the old tree trunk, and this, again, this is my own notes for myself. The root ball kind of came apart top to bottom. It didn't seem very secure, so I'm not sure what the deal, if I messed up the roots to that or not. Here's the thing, I alluded to some other plants. If it doesn't succeed, we have so many others in reserve that picking another loquat and putting it in here is not a problem. Same with any of these. If anything fails, we got a whole bunch. I got 10 loquats. I got one that's growing pretty good there, and I've got another 9 so tall in solo cups that could go in here anytime. So we're good on loquat trees. Yeah. For those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. You are my heroes. You've helped grow our channel to what it is today, and it continues to grow. And we like to show these things as we're doing it for two reasons. Number one, it's my own log, of course, as I've already said. Number two, if you learn anything about what we're doing here, you can come back, you can see what the results are, because I'm always covering results. I'll be covering these trees in the monthly garden tours, which 2 weeks from today, I think, is the next monthly garden tours for February, coming right up. But anyway, we'll update on the progress here and get to watch it through the year. If you have not subscribed, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss on those updates and find out where it goes and what happens with these and how well they do, because I'm very optimistic about all this. If you thought this video was informational, educational, inspirational, or inspirational, did I already say that? I'm not sure. Hit the thumbs up and share this video on your social media with friends who might be interested in planting some loquat trees. So yeah, you saw how white our sand is. It's very white sand. Anyway, I think that is about everything I wanted to cover. Really just a quick video showing putting in the Loquat Hedge after 19 months of talking about it. It is finally in. I'll touch up these the fabric here, and we'll get it in better before too long. So have a blessed day.